Alright, well, engine's been running for 12 minutes. Water temperature has stabilized. Cylinder head temperatures are where they normally are. I got a loose connection, which is why that one will always read lower. I gotta get a new gauge or a new wire or something. Might actually just take that gauge right out, because that one does everything I need it to. And EGTs are looking good, so let's take the old park and brake off. Check around, make sure no one's gonna get run over. There goes Jace. New airplane, pretty cool. And look at that. Wind stalks out a little bit, but straight down the runway, which is beautiful. So I had somebody ask if I would share the weather conditions when I'm flying. The wind is currently 6 gust 12 miles an hour, not knots, miles an hour. The temperature is -5. Dew point is -11, I think, last time I checked, and the altimeter setting is 3018. 3018? Yeah, 3018. So, anyway, that's the weather conditions, and I'm gonna go flying. Woodstock traffic, ultralight India Whiskey Alpha, departing runway 31, downwind departure, heading north, climbing to 1500, Woodstock. Now I got a question for y'all. Snow is white, right? When the snow melts, where does all the white go? It's a trick question. Anyway, comment below if you know the answer. Alright, well, EGTs are sitting right at 1100, right where I like them. Cylinder head temps are exactly where they should be, as is the water temperature. Engine is sounding great. It's a little windy, but not the end of the world. We're just gonna pop over here and fly around a little bit. It might not be too much low-level flying today because it is windy, and when it's windy you get a lot of mechanical turbulence on the ground, so I'd be bounced around a lot. We might go down and try it out anyway, but I know one thing's for sure, I'm gonna have to watch my altitude. The plane wants to climb today, up to 2,200 feet. Woodstock traffic, ultralight India Whiskey Alpha, departing the pattern to the north, level at 2,200, Woodstock. So we're pretty close to a pretty big physical feature here, which means we're gonna get some wind. Remember, the wind is coming right at us, so that wind is hitting this hill, coming up, and then like knocking us here, which is why we get bounced around when we're on the back side or the leeward side of terrain features when you're down low. This time of year is kind of crappy for adventure flying because all the ground is saturated with water. Means lots of mud. Not that I'd ever get stuck in the mud with my plane or anything. This is where I cut you the shot if you get stuck in the mud with my plane. Oh, so hey, another cool thing. I just got Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Up until just recently, I did not have a computer that would run it. But my computer decided to turn itself off and didn't come back on. So anyway, I figured, hey, if I got to get a new computer, I might as well go all out. So I got a gaming laptop, the Dell G7. It wasn't cheap, but now I can fly Microsoft Flight Sim with the graphics set to almost ultra, which is pretty awesome. You know what sucks about Microsoft Flight Sim 2020? Here's what they say about it. Your house is in the game, right? Like they say it's the entire world VFR flying is possible. And while that's true, it is. This strip of land where I live, the satellite imagery that they used, it was winter when they did it. And so there's like the graphics are terrible where I live in this area. All of the flying that I do, all of the low-level stuff where I fly, it's just like, it looks like moss. It looks like the whole ground is just covered in moss. All the fields are exactly the same color. There's no differentiation in anything. You see the trees and everything else is green. Looks like a little baby puked up all over this section of Carleton County. Pretty terrible. So, anyway, whatever. It sucks, but it is what it is. The other thing is, they say every airport in the world will be in Flight Sim. Guess which airport's not in Flight Sim? Woodstock. Yeah, that's right. Woodstock Airport, not in Flight Sim. So here I was thinking, hey, this will be cool. I can do what Ryan does over on Missionary Bush Pilot YouTube channel. If you haven't checked that out, you should check that out. He flies in Papua New Guinea. Man, it is neat. He does some really cool flying over there. Anyway, he leaves links to his flights in his description in his video, so if you have Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, you can get that link, download it, and actually fly in the same location he does. I was like, yeah, I can do that too. Well, I might, but you guys are going to see that, yeah, it sucks around here. So, anyway, whatever. I'm going to cut to a couple of shots of the area. Let's see if I can get one. Let's see, so 2,000 feet, alright, over this road looking that way. Let's see if we can do that. So I'll cut over to that. What do you think? That scenery is pretty spectacular, right? Now the cool thing is Dave's house is in, and it's actually pretty good. The scenery over there, not affected by the crap that's affected over here. So that's cool. I'll do some landings over there. And the Beaver RX 550 is not one of the included planes. Can you imagine? This is one of the best planes in the world. Anyway, so I bought that Aerolite 103 ultralight, and then I tweaked it a little bit. I spec'd out the configurations that made it so it was a little bit more realistic. Anyway, this is probably kind of boring just watching me fly straight and level and talk about stupid stuff, so I'm going to kind of drop down and see if I can make this video a little bit more exciting. Last video, we flew through this kind of section over here. I think I might pop down and do that again. Of course, with this wind, might be a bit more exciting. Let's see. Oh yeah, she's really exciting down here with this wind. You can hear me slowly ramping the throttle back up as I get down to the altitude I want to be at. That's just so I don't shock cool the engine. Well, shock heat the engine, I guess. It's liquid cooled, which means that's less of an issue. But I still treat it as if it's air-cooled because air-cooled ones are more finicky. So if I treat it like it's air-cooled, I'm not going to hurt the liquid-cooled. Kind of my thought process on that. Right or wrong, I don't know. We'll just go ahead and stay 500 feet away from those houses over there, which we are by a long shot. And we'll just drop her down and go through this little path here. it's not gusty, it's mechanically. Mechanically? Yeah, no, that's a good way to describe the wind. It's mechanicky. Oh, we got a turkey down there. Hey, little turkey. That's a bearded turkey, too. Hey, and guess what? There's a turkey hunt now available in New Brunswick, which means I'm coming for you, buddy. We're going to have turkey dinner. Nothing better than wild turkey. Oh, it is delicious. If you haven't had it, you are missing out. Oh, we got some deer over here. It's okay, little deer. It's not deer season yet. Unlike that turkey over there, he's got something to worry about. You guys are safe for a while. Oh, guess I can bring the throttle back just a touch. I'm in no hurry. I'm going nowhere fast. Oh, so hey, I want to say hi to Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne. He just recently joined the Beaver group on Facebook and said hi, said he watched my videos and he enjoyed them. So I just wanted to say hi back to you. So, hi, Dwayne. Lifting air off of rising terrain. You know what I need in my plane that Vicky has in hers? Little thermometer. Be kind of cool. See how cool? Because it's a temperature joke. Vicky would call that a time joke. She'll laugh later when she has time. Anyway, yeah. Little thermometer so I can see how cold it is, so I can brag. Hey, look, she's minus 400 and I'm still flying. I don't fly minus 400, that'd be crazy. Typically, minus 10 is the coldest that I will fly in if I'm in the front, and minus 5 is the coldest I'll fly in the back. The back gets pummeled by more wind than the front does, so that's why I limit my temperature back there a touch. So there's days straight ahead. We'll go down and do another approach to his future airstrip. Won't be long and that'll be in. So all the practice we can get coming in on there. It's going to be a short 800-foot strip with obstacles on either end. So it's going to be a technically challenging strip. Yeah, doesn't quite roll off the tongue, does it? So anyway, any good practice is practice. Wait, any practice is good practice? That's not actually true. Only purposeful practice is good. If you practice without a purpose, it's not really good practice, but that's a whole other discussion. We'll come in, we'll do a low approach over it. And I believe it's going to be angled. So the property is sort of triangular. I think we're going to go from the height of the triangle, the tip of the triangle, to the base in a almost straight line. So the approach path should look something like that, I'm thinking. So it'll come right in. Yeah, because that gives you sort of the longest kind of, and it gives you a chance. I didn't even finish that last sentence. I do that a lot, don't I? The longest path. And it gives you a chance to kind of curve over to the right after you pass the little barn there. You need a little extra run-out space there. You can do that. With the sun the way it is, you can see the markers on the power lines pretty good. At least I can. I don't know if the camera can see them. So I can see right where they are. They'll be coming right in over here. I'm high on this, but it's just a low approach, so pass those power lines, and then here you'd have to like really drop it, and then give her kind of thing. Anyway, let's go on down the valley here. We'll declare a missed approach, carry on. All kinds of speed and power there. Let's bring her back a bit and just kind of curl over the backside of this hill, which should be nice and mechanical because of the wind. The wind's coming right on my nose right now, which is great for the airstrip. And where I'm going to be on the upwind side of this, we should get some rising air picking us up. As that air hits the hill and pushes itself up, it should drag the air under it up as well, which means, look at that, we're getting a rise in altitude here without bringing the nose up. The air is just simply picking the whole plane up. I'm level and climbing, which is kind of cool. And where we're on the upwind side of that hill, it's pretty smooth air too. It's not going to be all mechanically turbulent like it would be on the leeward side. Well, I do believe, getting close to that time. That time is coffee time. Head on back to the airport and see what the winds are doing at the runway. Oh, they got a Cessna getting ready to take off. Woodstock traffic, India Whiskey Alpha, downwind, runway 31, Woodstock. Don't come in on final. Kind of rounded that off just because the wind's blowing and I was a little further out than I wanted to be. I just like to be closer to the airport if I can be, just in case the engine actually does quit completely. I'd rather not be in the trees.
Woodstock traffic, Cessna 172, Foxtrot, Quebec Whiskey Zulu, taking position 3-1 for departure. Woodstock traffic, Quebec Whiskey Zulu.
India Whiskey Alpha, clear the runway, Woodstock. Yes, sir. So she's a little blustery. Couldn't quite get a perfect landing, but that's all right. Hope you enjoyed flying along with me, and we'll catch you next time.